Hello everyone, my name is Rich and welcome again to another edition of Learning with Rich. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a return duct system. On our last exercise, on our previous exercise, I taught you how to lay out our supply duct system. Alright, so this time around, I'm going to teach you how to create a return duct system. Right, so let's get started. So I'm going to open now my level 1. Okay, so I'm now going to create our return duct here. So I'm going to click now this equipment, our VAB. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, if I'm going to click this icon, it will create a duct here. Okay, so this is the connector. So this type of duct is our return. So this is our supply symbol. This is the return. So I'm going to click this one. Okay. And then after that, I'm going to click somewhere here. Now, what I need to do is, I would like to move up my duct over this supply duct. Okay. So for me to be able to do that, I need to change the offset distance. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. There you go. And then after that, I'm going to pick another point for the placement of my duct. So I'm now going to place it here. There you go. So as you notice, it moves up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this. Or probably since it will move over this element here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to escape once, or I'll just create a short one first, and then after that I select modify. Then I'm going to move this up using the arrow on my keyboard. There you go. Okay, and then I'm going to right click this and then create another duct just to continue that one. Okay, right. Okay, then after that, I'm going to place here. And then I'm going to move up. There you go. And then I'm going to pick somewhere here. And then I'm going to draw one here. Okay. Okay. And then I select here modify. So again, I'm going to turn off my thin lines just to show me the thickness of my pipe, or I mean the duct. It looks like this. Alright, so I'll just pick this one and then I'll just nudge it using the arrow on my keyboard. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create now my return air terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this duct. And then right click, there's an option here, create similar, or you can also select the object and then you can type CS. CS stands for create similar. Alright, so this is now my air terminal. It inherits the height of this air terminal. As you can see on my properties, it inherits the height. Alright, but this time around, I'm not going to use the supply diffuser, or I'm not going to create a supply diffuser. So what I'm going to look for is my return diffuser. So I'm going to select this one. There you go. And then the reason why I'm not able to see my return diffuser is that my offset here is 0. Okay, so let's say I'm going to change this to 2, 4. What's the height again? Let me just cancel first. So annotate spot elevation. So I'm going to, okay, so the height is 2438. Okay, so I go ahead and select this one, right click, create similar, and then look for my return diffuser. Where are you? Okay, let me just search return. So I select this one, and the height is, or the offset is 2438. Oops. So 2438. Okay, 2438. All right. Now I'm now able to see the air terminal. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to hover my pointer to this line here, and then I'm going to press the space bar. So you know this already, right? Okay, so you can press the space bar to rotate your element. Okay, so I'm going to press the space bar. There you go. And then I'm going to pick the location. There you go. And then I select here modify. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to align this to this line here of my ceiling. So I'm going to select align. I select the ceiling grid. I pick this one. I select the ceiling grid. I pick this side. There you go. Okay. So let's say, for example, I do not want to show here the arrow, just like the air terminal here, the supply air terminal. So I'm going to select the return air terminal, and then from the properties, I'll just uncheck, 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 uncheck. Then apply. There you go. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this air terminal here. Okay. So to do that, so I'm going to select this. And then there is an option here, connect into. So I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to pick this one. There you go. So it's a bit fancy, all right? Okay, so it's a bit fancy, but of course you can still change this one. So how does it look like in 3D view? It looks like this one. Oh, sorry, it's this one. Okay. So it's a bit too high, right? Now what I'm going to do next is, so going back to my ceiling, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move this section here, just like this. So maybe just here. And then I open the section. So I double click this. Okay, so you will notice that it's a bit high and I cannot click this and then move down because it's already tight here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select this elbow here and then I'm just going to change the type. So you can also do this. So from the type selector, so instead of 1.5, so you can select 1W. So it now becomes shorter. Now I can select this and then I can nudge it to move down. Okay, using the arrow keyboard. There you go. And from the 3D view, it looks like this. Right? So again, you can you can move your pointer to one of the dots, hover it, and then you can press the tab, and then you can click it. So you will notice that it's connection. You'll be able to select the connection. So it is a return air. Okay. So going back to my level 1. So after that, what I'm going to do next is, let's say, oh, okay, I don't want like this. I want something like this. I want this flex duct also to be applied here. So I can select the systems here, convert to flex duct, and then I can click the air terminal. So it will look like this. So in 3D view, again, it will look like this one. Okay. All right. So level 1. Now I also want to create another one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this air terminal, right click, and then create similar. Okay. And then after that, I'm going to place it here. Just pick first. And then again, I'm going to use the align command here. You can also type AL. Okay. So I'll select the grid where you want to align and select the side that you want to align. Select the grid where you want to align and then select the line that you want to align. There you go. Okay. And then after that, I'm going to create a duct here. So I use this one. I click, right click, create similar, and then I'm going to pick some point here. So probably I'll just align it here also. So I'll create a short one. There you go. And then after that, from the systems, I create here a flex duct. Or I can just click this, right click, I can create a flexible duct. So I click this one and then I'm going to connect it here. There you go. Beautiful, right? So next, I also want to create one return air here or return diffuser. So I click this duct, right click, create similar, and then I'm going to pick somewhere here, click, move down, I pick here. Oh, maybe I'll just align it here also. There you go. Then I create similar again of this air terminal. So click, right click, create similar. Okay, and then after that, I'll just align it here. So align command. So select the grid where you want to align, and then select the side that you want to align. There you go. No need to padlock it. There you go. Alright, and then I'm going to create connect into. So I'm going to use connect into. So I select this and then connect into, and then I place it here. There you go. Again, if I want this to be converted to flexible duct, so I select systems here, convert to flex duct, and then I pick this one. There you go. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'll just turn on the thin line so that it's not too thick. It looks like this. You can also type SD for shaded view. So you can see now your layout. So if you want, you can also click the duct here, and then you can add an end cap. Okay, so that there's a cup here. So end cap, there you go. Same with this. It's up to you. Okay, so this is just an option. If you want, you can just add your end cap to your duct. Okay, so in 3D view, it looks like this. There you go. Again, I can type SD for shaded view. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. The reason why I'm not able to change the visual style here, it's because there is this view template. Okay, so if I'm going to select, you see, I cannot. Even if I type SD, I cannot change the visual style. It's because of the view template here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this one. I just select none, and then I select OK. So this time around, if I'm going to type SD, it will now modify the view. There you go. Very nice. Or another thing is you can go back to your ceiling plan, and then you can hover your pointer to the duct here, and then no need to click. You just need to hover, and then you can press the tab key and then tab again until it highlights all your return, and then you just select. So after you select now the connection, what you can do is you can go to the view panel. You can see this tool here, selection box, so that it will create, or it will isolate that selection into 3D. There you go. Right? Beautiful. Okay, so that's how you use your selection box. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Okay, so this video I learned from lynda.com, from Mr. Eric Wing, quite a good instructor in BIM. So if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, you can just put it on the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can check out the video description of this one. So you can check out my new blog site. You can go there. If you want, you can also donate so I can continue creating this kind of videos. Alright? Okay. So once again, this is Rich from Learning with Rich. Have a nice day.